What's going on, guys? I'm Nick the Tutor, and today we're starting something super exciting, which is my SAT strategy series. I'm going to be going through each question type on the digital SAT, and I'm going to be giving you a powerful strategy for every single one. Today, we're going to be starting off with the vocabulary, word, and context questions. We're going to give you the most powerful possible strategy for those questions, so let's get right into it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can keep updated on all of these strategies. I'm going to be going through all of them in succession, one a week for the next several months. So let's get right into it, guys. For these word and context questions, these are oftentimes very challenging for students. People say to me, Nick, I don't understand all the vocabulary. I don't know all the words. How am I supposed to get the answer? Well, if you know at least 3 of the words, you should be able to get the answer every single time. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Obviously, knowing all of the words is helpful. So you do want to study that vocabulary, but at the end of the day, you don't want to waste time studying 5,000 vocabulary words for a few questions on the digital SAT. So we need a strategy. The strategy is what keeps you going on these tests, what makes the test easy, what really helps you improve your score. So the strategy here is a predictive strategy. You need to read the prompt and understand what they're trying to say. You need to predict your own word for the blank. Now that is the key to the strategy. Instead of just utilizing their words, you need to think of what word would I put here. That's in a nutshell the most powerful thing you can do. So let's go over the steps that we want to take to answer this kind of question. You want to make sure to read the question stem first, number one, because that's so important to make sure that you're looking at the question the right way. Obviously, for these vocabulary questions, the question stem is going to be the same every time, but as the test goes on, the English portion, the question stems change. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what question they're actually asking. For these questions, we know they're asking us to fill in the blank with a proper word. Number two, you want to ignore the answer choices. I know that sounds crazy, but this is the most important strategy here, guys. You don't want to get sucked into analyzing their vocabulary before you think of what would I put here. So you want to use this predictive strategy to your advantage. I'm going to show you exactly how that works in a second. Number three, the important thing to do is to look at the keywords in the prompt. So when you read through the prompt, you want to use the highlight tool in the digital SAT, highlight any keywords that tell you the directionality of the prompt. Is there a however? Is there a thus? That can help you figure out what needs to go in the blanks. Number four, and this is the most important part, guys, once you look through those keywords, you understand the prompt, what it's trying to say, you want to predict your own word for the blank. This does not have to be a vocabulary word, it doesn't have to be anything complicated. You literally just want to think, what word would I put here myself? Don't think about the words they gave you already. Once again, we're ignoring the answer choices for now. We really want to focus on the prompt, the keywords, and your prediction. A lot of times you can use the same words that they gave you. So if they gave you certain words in the prompt that indicate what would go there, you can just reuse those words. We don't want to make this overcomplicated. Our goal for these strategies is to make the test as easy as possible. So if they give you good words to use, make sure you use them. If you see that the prompt is going in the opposite direction, you might want to pick an opposite word. I'm going to go through an example that will show this to you guys in a second, but I want to just get through these strategies and make sure you understand what to do. If the passage contains any transition words at all, you want to make sure that you pay close attention to those to make sure you're understanding which direction the prompt is going, and sometimes those are actually the most important words to help you determine the answer. Now, at this point, you want to make your prediction. So you read through the prompt, you highlight the keywords, you try to understand the directionality of the prompt, then you make your prediction. So you want to make a very strong and specific prediction as to what word could go in there. Once you make your prediction, that's when you then move on to the answer choices to try to understand exactly which word matches up with your prediction. So we're really doing a matching exercise. You're matching your prediction to the answer choices. This should make it very clear that some of them are very wrong. Hopefully one will stand out as correct, but we'll see when we go through this example. So we have this example here, question number one. While many people initially believed that the invention of the automobile would lead to a decline in urban pollution, the rapid increase in the number of cars on the road has instead blanked the problem, resulting in higher levels of smog and harmful emissions. Now, what do you think are some of the key words here? They thought that it would be a decline, so I would highlight that word, but in fact, it resulted in an increase. So I'm just going to reuse the word increase. The rapid increase in the number of cars on the road instead increased the problem. Now, it doesn't make perfect sense, but that's the idea, right? We want to show that the problem is getting bigger and increasing, not getting smaller. So now that we have our prediction of increase, we're going to go through the answer choices and figure out which one is closest to increase. So we have A, exacerbated, B, diminished, C, eradicated, and D, celebrated. Now we can eliminate a few of these because we know they don't mean increase. We might not know what all these words means. Hopefully we do, but obviously diminished, that's going to be smaller, so that's not going to be it. Eradicated is to get rid of something, so that also won't be it, guys. And then we also have celebrated. That's also not increase, right? So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're left with the answer choice A, exacerbated, which means to increase a problem. All right, guys, hopefully you can see how this strategy works. We're looking for the keyword in the prompt. We're understanding the directionality of the prompt itself. Then we're looking to predict our own word for the blank, and then we're matching that word to the correct answer choice. As you can see here, it enabled us to eliminate 3 of them very easily and select the right answer. Even if we didn't know what exacerbated meant, we still would have gotten it. Now, this is how powerful strategy can be on the digital SAT. I'm going to be dropping these videos every week, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have a question, throw it down below. Happy to help you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next strategy video.